Hey kids, welcome back. Sans is here. Yes, I'm here. I'm not that weird severed guy. What, you thought that I don't know that you're watching? Like hell, I don't know. Oh, don't get scared. I'm just a lonely skeleton that he sleep a lot in the day. But let me just ask you one question. Do you have fun watching this? Do you have fun watching this kid killing people? Do you have fun seeing him torturing, massacring through people, through families that never did anything wrong in their lives? Do you have fun watching something like this? Well, if you have fun watching something like this, then humanity is more sick than I ever imagined it could be. Don't worry, I'm gonna end your little funny story here and now. So, I wish you all gonna enjoy watching me smash his head into the ground. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break his skull. His and his little friend Kara. So, I just want you to think about what you're doing right now. I just want you to think if all what he's doing is the right thing. Or is just your own way to satisfy yourself. You humans, you're sicking me. Well, looks like your severed guy has come back. If you told him about me, then I'm gonna break your bones, understand? See you around, kids. Hello everyone, welcome back, Severed is here. Coming back with part 6 of What If Deku Had Sludge. Now, where we last left off, Izuku was chasing down by Kara, and while he and Mina and Kirishima were in the mall just having a nice time, Kara just jumped through the glass of the roof and just started going after Izuku. Izuku gone into the street, and after that, he meet up with another hero. The hero, the Skull hero, Sans, one of the heroes in America, it's America. Kara were in America before, but she just ran away because she got sick out of this guy. And after that, All Might just called about Sans for, knowing that there is a girl having red knives just going through the city killing people. So he just called the person that have the most time of fighting with her, and also to capture Izuku. And right now we continue. As after that, Kara said, "Come on, stand up, you sludge face, he will gonna kill us." As Izuku said, "But isn't he a hero?" As Sans said, "Well, I'm technically dead, so it's not a problem if I killed you, huh?" As after that, he snapped his fingers, making the two big skulls behind of him shoot a blue laser beam at Izuku. Kara making a wall out of knives in front of Izuku and herself to protect him. As Izuku said, "Now you're protecting me?" As Kara said, "I need your help to defeat him." As Sen said, "Do you like my new toys? I call them Gaster Blasters. Thanks to the doctor, I was able to finally use them in the right way. So kid, stand up because I really not loving to hit people on the ground." And after that, Sans just covering Izuku with his blue magic, making Izuku stand up. Forcing him to stand up using his telekinesis. As Izuku said, "What the?" And after that, Sans immediately pushed Izuku into a building. And after that, while Izuku, against the building, a bone come, from the wall and stab directly through his body. Sans using his telekinesis throw Izuku into the ground. And when Izuku finally smashed into the ground coming. And after that, bones come out of the ground, throwing Izuku into the air. As when Izuku, spinning going in the air, he look above him, he sees Sans has already gotten ready for him, throwing a Gaster Blaster beam at him. After that, sending him back into the ground. As Izuku looking in front of him, he sees Sans has already come into the ground. As Sans said, "Sheesh, you're much more weaker than I expected, kid. Maybe you should move your little bones. Oh wait, you don't have bones, you're sludge." And after that, Kara come from Izuku in front of Izuku and go throwing slashes at Sans. Sans dodging this attack like a pro. As Kara said, "Ugh, Again, your stupid dodging abilities, as Sans said. What, don't you like me, Kara? Admit it, you are missing me. You missing the strong time when we were fighting, right? As Izuku starts putting himself back together because, Sans is literally shooting, a beam of laser at him which obliterate his sludge. So he needs some water to make back some sludge. As, Izuku said, "Sheesh, who's this guy is?" As Kara said, "Sans, he's my oldest enemy, and the easiest one of them." As Izuku said, "He's the easiest enemy of your? What do you mean by this?" As Kara said, "Yeah, it's only need one hit. That's all what I need, and then he will die." As Izuku said, "Yeah, I don't think that this will gonna work that easily." As Sen said, "Well, would you look at that? You're actually having a mind, kid. I was thinking that you will not be, will gonna just be like Kara throwing slashes everywhere, mindlessly just trying to kill me, but looks like you will gonna think of a plan, huh?" As after that, Sans snapped his fingers and said, "Well, I think that you should think fast because my blasters have some laser they want to shoot." As after that, Sans spawned another 10 blasters. Going starts shooting at Izuku and Kara. Izuku and Kara just jumping on the walls and the buildings trying to dodge as Izuku while he's just dodging saying, what's his power? Can you tell me?" As Kara said, "He can teleport, telekinesis, this weird gaster blasters, bones, and I don't know what else." As Izuku said, "That's all in one quirk." As, Sans said, "No, of course, thanks to the doctor, he made me to become the strongest hero, at least in America, of course. So, stop in your place, kid. I gave a promise that I will gonna break your skull." As after that, Sans raising his left arm, catching Izuku mid-air, as Izuku being covered by this blue aura, which is after that he feel his body so heavy as he go directly into the ground, smashing down, splashing everywhere, becoming just like a pile of goo everywhere. As Sans said, "Ooh, that must hurt. Oh wait, he's sludge. That didn't hurt at all, right?" And after that, Izuku start morphing his body again as he said, "What the hell? Damn it! I'm gonna kill you." As Sans said, "Kara told me that before, and look at me, I'm already dead, So, are you giving up yet? Because I really need to go back before, you know, 12 in the night, 12 in the midnight. Because the doctor really doesn't love me getting late on the dinner. And also Papyrus will gonna love to see me capturing new villains." As Izuku said, "Who's Papyrus now?" As Kara said, "Stop talking and fight for God's sake!" As she starts throwing knives at Sans just dodging them, what they call it, without even any, hard time. He just dodging them, jumping left and right, teleporting, making some walls of bones. As Izuku said, "What the fuck? Now this is just madness." As Sans said, "You didn't even see the real madness yet, kid." As Sans after that, he jumped on one of his gaster blaster and said, "Alright kids, let's make this clear. I'm tired, you're tired, they are tired. How about we end up this right now?" As he snapped his fingers and hundreds of gaster blaster covered the whole place with the shining mouths and, shining blue eyes, as Izuku just standing under all this gaster blaster with Kara, while his purple eye and Kara red eyes are just shining too. As Izuku said, how can we beat this?" As Kara said, "How about you stop thinking about how he's strong and start to make a plan?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, I don't think that we will gonna survive this." As Kara said, "No, we will survive this." And after that, Kara immediately cut off Izuku's head and put it between her arms while she, making like a barrier of knives around her and Izuku head, leaving his other, parts of body just obliterating by the laser. As when, Sen stopped shooting the laser as he said, so, are you dead yet, or did you survive this? As Kara, stopped using her knives as she, throw Izuku head, which has already turned into sludge. As what left of Izuku just go into the sewers. As Sen said, where's that kid is going? Did he died? Or is that just some sludge of him? Hey Kara, how about a joke? What do you call an old snowman? Huh? I will gonna tell you. You call him water. As Kara said, you still have the same old stupid jokes. As Sen said, oh come on. I already defeated your friend, so... Are you gonna attack me again, or should I already take you in? As Kara said, I'm not giving up. As Sen said, determined as usual. This thing that I most hate in you. As he got ready throwing more bones at Kara, but before the bones got into Kara, the ground starts shaking as, Sans jump on one of the Gaster blasters and start flying in the air to, keep his balance so he can dodge and the, one attack going through and at him. As Sans said, what's happening right now? And after that, the ground blew up, revealing a whole bunch of sludge everywhere. It's like like the sludge villain, how he's looking in the anime. Imagine this like 10 times bigger. He revealing a big creature of sludge, like 13 meters tall or something like that. As Sans said, sheesh, this what the hell? As he hears a sound saying, now you are dead! As immediately Izuku put his hand together and throw like a whole wave of sludge at Sans, as Sans said, oh, this is a problem. And after that, he spawned more, Gaster blasters and start shooting at the sludge in the Pacific area so he can, not cover himself. As Sans getting tired because Izuku's just throwing more and more sludge at him, unstoppable. As Sans said, this is getting stupid and I'm getting weaker. I need to end this quickly. As after that, Sans teleport above the giant, creature of sludge above his head directly. As he said, now die. And after that, he spawned like hundreds upon hundreds of Gaster Blaster going directly at Izuku. Izuku throwing his hand above in the air going at Sans, while Sans has already said 3, 2, 1, blast! And after that, a whole bunch of lasers shooting at Izuku, while Izuku throwing his punch of, sludge. After that, just the whole smoke being all around the area. And when, the smoke clears, Sans doesn't see, the creature anymore. As Sans said, damn, that kid was actually quite a challenge. And after that, Sans seeing some sludge on his, jacket, as he said, I'm gonna have to clean this later. After that, he, go back down and call for, some support here so he can take a rest. As Sans said, All Might, I would need some help. I would like some, backup here because my bones are starting to get hurt me a lot. As All Might on the mic, and his earpiece said, yeah, Sans. And after that, some heroes start coming into the scene as Kara were hiding in an alleyway, coming at Sans. As when she were about to jump, Sans immediately using his telekinesis, pinned, throwing Kara on the ground and just keeping his hand down to keep her on the ground. As he said, now stay in your place. I doesn't want you to run away. As Kara tried to move, but Sans is just holding her into the ground. She can't move at all. As, Kara stopped resisting. And Sans said, yeah, stop resisting because this will gonna be a lot easier if you just stopped. as he, just looking at Kara's eyes while she's smiling. Sans is getting quite sleepy as he said, "No, no, I need to stay awake." And after that, for a couple of seconds goes by as after that, Kara, Sans is getting weaker. After that, Kara, once Sans stopped using his telekinesis, Kara jumped at him with a slash as Sans dodging into the left and said, "Huh, do you think this will gonna hurt?" And after that, the sludge on Sans jacket covering him or covering his whole body as it's being around of him like chains as Sans said what the, and after that from the sewers. Izuku, has already used some water in the sewers to morph another, couple of, to make more sludge to, get his body back. As Izuku said, "You really are such a challenge, and you are such a stupid ass skeleton smiley trash bag. I'm gonna really enjoy killing you," as Sans said. So, you have made that big giant ass creature just to wake to make me go weaker, and after that just where your real plan was just to cover me with a little bit of your sludge so you can do your move. As Izuku said, "Yeah, that's what I mean when I'm doing my plans in the right way. And now you are under my feet. You can't even move or use your your teleportation anymore. So, Sans, are you ready for your skull to be broken?" as Sans said. "Nah, I'm not really in the mood. Maybe you should look behind of you, because All Might is about to throw a punch." As Izuku, turned around, he see All Might throwing a solid punch at his face, blowing Izuku into pieces everywhere. As All Might said, "No, he will need some time to recover from this, but young girl, give up before I capture you." As Sans said, "Don't waste your time. She's so determined. She will not gonna stop that easily." As All Might immediately put his hand on, Sans and got rid of the sludge. As Kara said, "Damn it. Sorry, but I'm gonna. Maybe you should focus there than focusing at me." As All Might and Sans looking behind, they see a lots of knives around the building. As Kara just snaps his fingers and the whole building being cut into half. As the building, the upper half of the building start to fall. As Sans said, "Come on, All Might, let's save them." As Sans just making like a gaster blaster and start flying toward the place, and got hold of the building using his telekinesis, while All Might and a couple other of heroes trying to save the people inside there. As Sans is just having a hard time keeping his power together. As he said, come on, just a little bit more." And after that, All Might talk with him in his earpiece saying, "All right, Sans, we already done it." As Sans immediately just leave the building fall, and after that he start breathing heavily, saying, "Damn it, that was actually quite a lot to take in." As his gaster blaster just disappeared and Sans start falling from the sky. After that, All Might just catch him and said, "You done quite well." As Sans is just sleeping, All Might said, "Yeah, he's sleeping." After that, Izuku, the what's left of Izuku just goes into the sewer and make more sludge to, As Izuku said, "Sheesh." That was the most fun that I ever had since the lots of days. That Sans guy is so fucking strong. He's like bam bam, laser everywhere and bones and telekinesis, and how does he even have all these powers? I thought that Kursk might, give the person one ability or, just two if he have a half and half, of course. As Clay in his head said, "That was suddenly a very interesting show to see. You should be thankful for Kara that she protected you." "Yeah, you mean when she cut off my head? She obliterated my whole body. Because of her, my old body just obliterated, and I had to make a new body for myself. It's really weird to, it's really weird to say it, but it's actually quite nice. I feel myself like a new man. Damn, I feel like I'm alive and all this adrenaline in my blood veins is just... I'm so excited, as, Sludge said. If you're really excited, how about you use that energy and go kill some people? As Izuku said, yeah, you might be right. Let's go. And after that, Izuku just go through the sewers for a little bit and got in, in a little bit far place from the place that we were in. As he's starting killing some people, but we cut off into tomorrow. As right now, Izuku in his room, after his phone also break off, like all the others, as he made a new phone. After that, while Izuku sleeping in his bed, some vines coming, from down his bed, and Flower just appeared as he got hold of Izuku's phone and start putting Kara number inside of it. As after that, he said, done and done. And when he was about to leave, Izuku immediately catch him with a sledgehammer and said, finally found you, you idiot! So that's how you were always putting Kara number in my phone, huh? As Fly was quite, said, sorry, I just was, doing my best friend told me to do. I just, please don't kill me. As Izuku said, well, I owe Kara one, so you will gonna survive for another day. But if I ever saw you in my room again, we will gonna turn you into little pieces on the ground. We will gonna just crush you, understand? Talking weed? Yeah, I understand. Yes, please just leave me. As Izuku said, now go back into Kara and tell her that Izuku is thankful for what she did, and we might need to work together to defeat that Sans guy. Alright? As, Flau is just nodding. While he's just sweating, saying in his mind, please don't kill me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. Izuku just leave him and, just got Flowey out of the ground and throw him into the sky as flowers just start falling, using his veins. After that, Flowey just throwing his vines on a building and got hold of himself before he hit the ground and being crushed as Flower breathing heavily saying, that idiot, he was about to kill me. Damn it. I need to go tell Kara what he told me about. I just wish that I could kill him. Anyways, as he just leave the place, Izuku, taking his phone and start walking out of, the hideout, having, some gum in his mouth, just, making some bubble gum, just eating some bubble gum and just messaging, Kara and Mina at the same time. As, he talking with Mina telling him, hey, Izuku, did you saw the news last night? One of the an American hero has come into Japan to stop the sludge villain. As Izuku said, yeah, the sludge villain is so dangerous, Try to not go in the middle of the night, alright, Mina? I'm quite scared on you. As Mina, said, really? Thank you. But don't do the same, alright? As Izuku said, yeah, I'm not gonna go in the night. And while that happening, he's just messaging Kara saying, alright, Kara, you trying to kill me, right? As Kara said, yes. Izuku continues saying, and a new hero has come here that he also trying to defeat us both. As Kara said, As Izuku said, how about we put our, our past behind our backs, and open a new page and start working together to defeat that Sans guy. As Kara said, alright, I'm agreeing to that, but once he's dead, I'm gonna stab you to death, understand? As Izuku said, fair enough. And the next time, maybe I'm gonna contact you, I'm gonna, talk with you later, but please, first of all, stop sending Flowey under my bed, because this is scary. Second of all, Stop ruining my day when I'm go with my friend, alright? As Kara said, alright. And after that, Izuku just closed the phone. After, Mina telling him that today they got like a quirk comprehension test and things like that. Izuku telling her that's a good job, and she told him today, today we were gonna do like a heroes versus villains exam. So I'm quite excited. What are you doing right now? As Izuku said, nah, nothing much. I'm just having fun. As there is a guy, by the side of the wall filled with blood with one arm and, you know, his legs are chopped off. As he said, please, please don't kill me. As, Mina said, who's that? As Izuku said, no one, no one. And after that, Izuku just crushed his head using his leg. As Izuku said, so, do you want to go on a date? As Mina, said, a date? What do you mean by this? As Izuku said, come on, I thought that you my girlfriend. As Mina said, so, you're actually thinking like that? As Mina in her head said, yes, 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 I really want to go with him. As Mina said, alright, but let me just end up from my exam today, and maybe you can take me after school? As Izuku said, agreed. And after that, Izuku, looking on his left and said, so, you're actually a quiet person. But, to be honest with you, I'm gonna kill you. As the guy said, but you promised me that you will not gonna kill me if I shut up. As Izuku said, don't take it personally. I lie to everyone. As Izuku immediately got hold of himself and started smashing his head into the wall, covering his face with blood. As Izuku said, what a mess. I need to wash my face. And after that, Izuku just take, some just clean his face from the blood and just leave the place. As right now we cut into tomorrow, or now in the after Mina complete her day in UA, Izuku meet her a little bit far from UA wearing a hoodie jacket on his head, trying to make sure no one will gonna see him. As Mina, knowing Izuku jacket, she immediately said, hey Clay, how are you? As Izuku said, hey Mina, come on, where do you want to go today? As Mina said, just, let's first of all go to my house because I want to change my clothes. As Izuku said, alright. And after that, Mina just go back into her home, and, Izuku meet Mina and, Mina parents, as they start quite, talking with Izuku, telling him how he first met Mina and things like that. As Izuku, just telling them sometimes some lies and things like that. In the end, Mina come back from, from her room, saying, alright, I'm ready. As Izuku looking at Mina, she looking like this. As Izuku said, well, it's looking good on you. As Mina said, thank you. Alright, let's go. Goodbye, mom. Goodbye, dad. As, Mina dad said, but remember, get my daughter back before, and then like 10 in the night, alright? Clay, as Izuku said, alright, mister. And after that, Izuku and Mina leave the place. As Mina said, so where are we gonna go now? As Izuku said, well, to be honest, how about we. Do you have any ideas? As Mina said, so you didn't prepare anything? As Izuku said, no, why should I prepare anything? I mean, I just have fun walking with you and talking. As Mina, said, alright then, how about we go into, go somewhere like, I really don't have any ideas. As Izuku said, would you look at that, Mina, the girl that she always preparing the secret birthday parties for her, friends, doesn't know where to go on her first date ever. What, how pathetic. As Mina said, hey, don't say things like that. As Izuku said, sorry. Well, let's go into the mall. Or maybe, let's go into, go, go into some sort of train. How about that? As Mina said, alright. And after that, Izuku and Mina go into a little, a little mall that have some games in it, like, what they call it, arcade and things like that, and a big place is bigger than normal. It's one of the big, very big mall. As Mina said, "Whoa, where this place is so not cheap at all." As Izuku said, "I know, I prepared myself." As Mina said, "What do you mean by you prepared yourself?" As Izuku said, "Don't worry, I have some money in my pockets," which is of course being stolen, but not telling that to Mina. As Mina said, "Alright," and after that, Izuku and Mina gone into a little arcade, playing some video games. Mina wins sometimes, Izuku wins sometimes. As Izuku seeing that game that you have to dance to, press the buttons, that uh, game that on the ground there's buttons and you need to press them with your legs. This game, yes, Izuku said, "Hey Mina, how about a challenge? Who can hit the most arrows first will be the winner, alright?" As Mina said, "I'm up to the challenge." As they stand with each other. Everyone have his own plate and his own buttons. As the game said, 3, 2, 1, dance. And after that, they start getting a little bit easy. Some left arrow up, down, things like that. After that, the moves start to get so hard and things like that. Izuku just doing some tricks and Mina doing the same. As everyone starts seeing them, surrounding them, saying go, 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 and the challenge is just getting hype. Izuku and Mina just getting even hyped. As in the end, the game just stopped. As Izuku and Mina said, "What the? Why did it stop?" As the guy that taking care of the arcade said, "Huh, looks like both of you has won." As Izuku said, "What do you mean by this?" As the guy said, "The game can't, it's have like 3 levels of difficulty. You already beat the 3, so both of you are winners." As Izuku said, "Well, looks like no one of us will gonna, will be the loser here." As Mina said, "Hey, that's not fair. I tried my hardest and I technically beat you." As Izuku said, "No, I think that I am the one that beat you." As Mina said, "No, not that's not right." As Izuku said, "Well, how about we eat something?" As Izuku take Mina and eat some pizza. As after eating some pizza and drinking some juice, Izuku taking Mina into a little you know that sliding area in the big mall, a little sliding area in the mall. As Izuku said, "Hey Mina, do you know how to slide?" As Mina said, that I'm technically, of course I know, because my acid, I can use it in my legs." As Izuku said, "Alright, how about a little challenge?" As Izuku and Mina start sliding inside the arena, moving with each other like such a smooth move. Izuku, got hold of Mina's hand and start, scaling or around the arena, and after that he got hold of her waist, and after that left her up in the air. As Mina opened her arms, and after that Izuku just put her on the ground. Some people start recording this on their phones, seeing that these two kids really are good at sliding. After that, and Izuku and Mina just talking after getting out of the mall, sitting on a bench. As Mina said, "I really had a nice day with you, Izuku." As not Izuku, I mean Clay. As Clay or Izuku said, "Yeah, it was so funny, especially when you were about to fall." As Mina said, "Hey, but you catch me. You really are, very fast and thinking straight." As Izuku said, "Thanks, Mina." And after that, they just look at each other and start getting closer to each other. As after that, Izuku phone starts shaking. As Izuku said, "Wait up." As he, looking at the, a clock, he find it, 9, it's about to go into 10 in the night. The hour was about to go into 10 a.m. As Izuku said, "Oh shit, your father told me to get you back into the home before, midnight. We need to go." Or, 10 a.m. As Mina said, "Really? that fast, as Izuku said, sorry Mina, but we need to go. And after that, Izuku just got Mina and dropped her out at her house and leave the place for the night, going into his, own hideout. As this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than hold on. Where are you going? I still have something to say. Well, I know that I promised you that I'm gonna crush that kid's skull, but it seems that he is such a big challenge, more than I expected. Well, I'm still on my promise to crush his skull, even if I hate make promises. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy it, because you're really disgusting me. Enjoying seeing someone killing people. Your humans are really sick things. Well, anyway, I will not gonna waste my time more with you, so see you around, kids.